For the first time on Mashable Mornings, we are literally ascending with the Ascendion CEO. Can we gate crash?
Yes, you can. Please come on in.
Is there a very un-CEO thing you do in office?
Yes, I do.
We were tired of filming inside a car, so we ascended into a heli.
I was born in Mylapore. I grew up here.
Is there a way that Indian teams function differently from the global teams?
You know, the mystery that used to be the country on the other side is not the mystery anymore. So this is where it all started.
Oh, really?
This is where we launched the Ascendion brand. We had everybody up here and we decided that we were going to...
Is that a billboard?
There it is. That's our billboard.
Prompt. Generate a cinematic 4K video of Siddharth Alambayan filming Mashable Mornings with an AI CEO, someone like Karthik Krishnamurthy of Ascendion. You generate a video like that and you think, oh, that is so cool. You probably think this SRK style pose is AI generated too. Except it's not. There's way more cooler stuff happening in the world of AI than just generative AI.
And it's true because we're doing it.
Oh, what's it called?
Agentic AI.
Meet the data elite who are killing it in the world of AI. That's Karthik Krishnamurthy. This is a brand new episode of Mashable Mornings, short intercontinental. Me, Siddharth Alambayan, hosting it in his Tesla. Let's go.
Let's go, let's go.
Hey folks, good morning.
Come.
How's it going, KK?
Good man.
Welcome to Mashable Mornings, Deepa. How's it
Welcome
going?
to our house.
This is so beautiful. I have to ask you before I ask him, and she's full doctor, Bharatnatyam extraordinaire. What is he like at home?
I think Adire, my daughter, and me have gotten our sense of taste, of music, of cinema. I think I have to give it to him because he's...
What are you saying, KK?
Yeah.
I thought the music and dance will come from there.
No. Actually, that's true, right? You would think that. But when I look back, I definitely think like when I go and make conversations with new people and I'm like, oh, have you seen this movie? And it's totally fed to me by Karthik. And then Adre also has this, Spotify.
I'm glad I can contribute.
Spotify playlist which says Appa and Me. And it's such an eclectic, cool playlist. It has everything from, what do you call that? What is the thing, the Dilly, that... Baba Ji Ki Booty.
Thank you.
From that song.
That's exactly what I wanted on camera.
No. I'm saying the range of songs from there to maybe completely. There's a song called Bhavayami, which is highly classical and which is one of the most difficult songs. So you have like songs from there to here, and that's the range.
Song by this music director Sharath, whose singer is considered to be one of the toughest songs ever to sing.
What do you say?
It's called Bhavayami. It's a 12-minute song.
All Malu folks
watching
this, please let us know in the comments. Let's walk and talk.
So her career journey and my career journey are diametrically opposite.
Please help us.
For me, loyalty is a personality flaw. One school that I studied in, I was in one company for many years, for 20 years, close to 20 years. So loyalty is a personality flaw. For her, on the other hand, she has literally worked in every industry, in every form of work.
I did my company secretaryship, which is like a sequel to BCom, Bachelor of Commerce. So I did my company secretaryship and I was in Ashok Leyland. Then I went to college, MBA I did it, and I was with HSBC for summer, but then I got into Wipro finally.
That's our Mumbai connection.
Yeah, Wipro, yeah, exactly. And then while all of this was happening, I was still...
Bharatanatyam's on the side.
Bharatanatyam was kind of, I wouldn't even say it's a side, it was kind of main, but I was trying to toggle that game.
I love how women have the capability of juggling so many things as like multitaskers,
100%.
and this is all while mothering and homemaking and with you and like moving countries. These two are big travel buffs. But I'll quickly move us to that painting
Yeah.
because
Nice.
I'm seeing some Chennai there.
I love local painters, like local artists.
Yes.
This is by an artist in Chennai called Vasudevan. So he has this very interesting style. So he uses a lot of liquid colors, but he really does slice of life.
Hey KK, welcome to Mashable Mornings
Good to meet
officially.
you, good to meet you.
Thank you for letting us gate crash your
No
home.
problem. And thank you for coming so that my wife would say all those wonderful things about me.
Look at that, folks. If you have a beautiful relationship like them, let us know what it feels like. Look at us exiting this really cool home. But this is also AI, right?
Of course. So it's very interesting, right? They actually say that inside the Tesla, there are over 15 to 20 computers. And so now you got,
All right, so your music also started playing.
it starts playing some random music.
This is the car not just playing music, but actually giving you a warning.
It's giving you a warning, saying, listen, you're on full self-drive, the car's driving all by itself.
So technically you're saying that AI has always been around.
AI has always been around. AI has been around since the 60s. And in fact, Marvin Minsky, was a scientist that built the first ever robotic arm. And it's been in the lab for a really long time because incredible research was being done on artificial intelligence.
And when were you in the industry since?
2001.
And what was it called back then, sir?
It was always called artificial intelligence, but it was a field of scientific research.
All right.
It hadn't mainstreamed, and I was in the data business for a really long time. And as a natural extension of that was artificial intelligence, because for you to do effective machine learning, you need data.
Any tech geek or a CIO watching this who's been on the fence with AI, what would you like to tell them right now?
Jump right in.
Yeah?
Jump right in. Take the leap of faith. If you can't take the leap of faith now, you're never going to take it. You're going to get left behind.
That's fair. Is there a very un-CEO thing you do in office?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
What
Let's
I do
hear.
is, there is a guilty stash that I have
Okay.
of Bakarwadi and what we call Muruku, and so I can't keep it in my room. So I keep it on somebody else's desk.
What a great hack.
Yes.
What was the educational pillar like? Because everybody watching it right now feels that for AI you need to have a particular set of educational qualification.
I sort of had a non-traditional approach. I did my engineering, of course, and then I did my MBA
All right.
in Indian Institute of Management, and I did it in systems and strategy, so marketing systems and strategy. So that's where I learned data. But more than anything, I think an incredibly important skill with artificial intelligence today is the ability to articulate, because AI does the work for you.
Yeah.
So when AI does the work for you, who takes the responsibility of governing, owning, and delivering on the results? It is really us, right? It's really the humans. So I sort of think that in today's world, for people to be successful in artificial intelligence, doing your MBA, I think, is actually a good idea, especially if you're doing systems and strategy.
All right. So what does a typical day at work look like?
Typical day at work is problem solving. We are chief problem solvers. That's what we are. We're obstacle removers. You would be walking into a meeting where you're trying to figure out, how to take on a very, very important competitor in a deal. And then you step out and then you have to redesign, the future of work for the next 5 years. And then the third conversation could be with your head of HR, because there is an employee issue that we have to go deal with.
Yeah.
So you are effectively operating at multiple levels, right? The CEO is the chief culture officer, right?
Yeah.
So, and culture is something that I own in a company. Every CEO owns in the company. And that requires that I step in at so many points to help make decisions, move the ball forward faster, because you set the tone. If like, for example, if an email comes across and I'm taking 5 days to respond to it, then people in my organization will take 20 days to respond. And I'm a big believer that if you're not actively running the company, then the company is running you.
That's true. And let's go in actuality figure what the Ascendion insights look like. So what time are you in office on a daily basis?
7:30. I like to be in early, get my life together a bit.
Oh wow.
Yep.
The Ascend is right there.
The Ascent is right there.
What
Any
does
of
this
the-
logo stand for?
This logo basically means progress is never a straight line. So if you remember Dali's Persistence of Memory, which is a very famous painting
Yeah.
with those melting watch clocks. So the whole theory that Dali had was that, time is not linear. We define it as something linear, right? There is seconds and milliseconds and microseconds. The reality is time just flows.
Yeah.
And so it had sort of that wave to it. And that was something that inspired us to think about the line, progress isn't a straight line.
Wow.
And so we decided to put a hook in the Ascendion name to say that it's not a straight line. There are bends and curves.
What are these interesting quandaries that are written on each? Relentlessly curious.
So they are the 4 values that we've defined.
Okay, please give me the 4 values. So there
Wholly
is
optimistic, relentlessly curious, deeply empathetic, and allied to our clients and our people. So these were carefully designed because we believe that this embodies every ascender. When we started the company, I actually Googled how many companies like us exist in the world.
Yeah.
And just in the US, there were 27,000 companies like that professes to do what we say. I asked myself this question of, does this world need another one? And I came to the conclusion that it does, because you needed somebody to play the new game.
Yeah.
Not the old game, not the old way to do it, but the new way to do it, which is what we've been doing, an AI native company. So these values to us are very important. So, we exist to disrupt the status quo. We want to make this a place where people genuinely have fun doing work. And so we've designed these values, keeping those in mind. Yeah, these are various moments in our life here at Ascendion.
And you have a handwritten paper.
Yeah, well, this is actually from my chairman. When he started his company in 1996, he put a beautiful pros and cons, like what could happen and what's the worst that could happen. If you think I am somebody that loves to learn and I've got this eternal child in me, he is like 10 times me.
So there is a best case scenario and there's a worst case scenario.
Best case scenario, worst case scenario. And so when you write it down this way, you're prepared for your worst case if it ever happens.
You think of a tech geek when I think, AI, big tech CEO, but you're talking extremely full creative endeavor.
Yeah, because it's all about story writing. You are telling a story all the time because look, every day I have to convince 10,000 people that this is the best place to be. If I'm not able to tell those stories right, I will very soon become a company of one.
That's fair. Is there category creation at this point with AI, B2B, or is it now you're in a level where everybody is aware?
Category creation in AI is going to be constant.
Yeah.
Because the technology is evolving so much that in my mind, new categories are continuously getting created. The question really is going to be, which categories are durable? Which categories are going to last last at least 5 to 6 years? The best way to think about Ascendion is as a company that owns the last mile.
Okay.
For the client, right? So there's a lot of technology that gets made, right? So we exist at the client interface. We take all of these beautiful things that exist in artificial intelligence and we land it in the reality of what clients have to do every day. These problems have massive impact. Like we're working with gaming companies. We're redesigning games.
What?
Yeah, we do a lot of fun work. So for one of the massive gaming companies that many people know, so we have redesigned, their cars, their racetracks. We've used artificial intelligence for that.
Can you tell us the name? No.
No, I cannot.
Fine, I tried.
The work is a little too interesting.
Fair enough. KK,
Yeah.
the $1 million question or the elephant in the room has to be addressed. Is AI a bubble?
I absolutely reject the notion of AI being a bubble.
Oh, you're hard scoffing it. Why do you say that?
I've been in this industry for 25 years, right, in AI.
Yeah.
And I genuinely believe that this time around is massively different. And the reason it's different is because of you and me.
Okay, explain.
As consumers.
Right, where you're all using it.
You're all using it. Can you live your life without AI today? You cannot.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. So to me, I believe that anything cool becomes a trend when a consumer falls in love with it. And if it goes away, our life would go back 30, 40 years.
Correct. And why are we headed to the city right now?
You have to experience New York, my friend.
Yeah.
You have to experience where the brand started.
Oh wow.
Where we conceived the Ascendion brand. I want to take you there.
Fun.
And then we'll walk around New York a bit.
Oh, perfect. How do you unwind?
My source of comfort is music by Ilayaraja.
That's so cool. Folks, Gen Z watching this, before you knew Rahman, there was Ilayaraja.
Yes. Rahman revolutionized the music industry by bringing technology, and I think he leans forward on it so much. We're doing some work with him now.
Yeah. Can you tell us more?
We're doing some fascinating work with him where we are helping him sort of recreate an avatar world of music using the latest and greatest in artificial intelligence technology. So it's early stages, but it's very exciting to work with him because he's somebody that continuously is pushing innovation, especially in technology and music, right?
And just like that, we've entered New York City.
Yeah.
New York City and Ascendion. There are stories here also, right?
When we started Ascendion, we decided that we launched the brand here.
Oh, really?
Yes. We wanted people to come and experience New York City, and Ascendion has that type of energy about it, right? We're always sort of go, 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 and New York City is the greatest city when it comes to go, go, go.
Is there a story to how you became CEO? Like, you had it in you to lead and be able to drive so many people?
I wanted it.
Oh,
I
yeah?
wasn't sure if I was good at it. There's actually a very interesting story. In 2013, when I was at Cognizant, I went to my then CEO, who has become a mentor for me now. And I asked him this question. I went to him and said, what do I have to do to get your job?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I honestly thought as those words came out of my mouth, I was going to get fired. The man had a large enough heart that I think he was for a second surprised. But then he then explained to me what does it mean to actually become the CEO. And he said this most beautiful thing. He said, listen, you have to think about your career as a journey of experiences, not titles. So if you ultimately want to be CEO of a company, you become CEO not because you've been EVP somewhere else or SVP somewhere else. You become CEO because you have gained a certain set of experiences that make you ready for a CEO.
Okay.
What I was able to do from then on in that company was I was able to work on a set of things over and above my day job that gave me those experiences that got me ready for being a CEO.
That's so much. It makes so much sense. Is that a billboard?
There it is. That's our billboard.
So they were up here?
So we were up here on the 6th floor, right up there, and then we opened the curtains and they saw that
What?
right there.
That's so cool.
And that whole thing was playing over there, that video that was created. So you will notice how cool it is. You got all those really cool images, and this was how we made it, because progress isn't a straight line.
Do you remember that day?
Absolutely, I remember that. I'll never forget that day. That was amazing.
Were folks at your company as surprised as I am right now?
So yeah, it was great. We knew, like
Yeah.
KK knew, so we had peeked at it. But it was the first time anybody had seen Ascendion, had seen the video and seen the whole brand action just actually come to life. The room just went bananas.
Wow.
It was so amazing. It was like the beginning of a whole chapter of our lives and
It
our
was such a
careers.
journey that we had taken for a couple of years. So when we arrived at this moment, it was so cathartic for everybody to see this thing actually
It's the
happen.
culmination of all of that work into
2.5 years of very, very deep hard work that had led to this moment for us. So it was massive.
all the folks who've ever built a business who know the 0 to 1 journey really relate to that
Oh, yes.
because this is almost like your 1.
Yes.
And then you build to
yes,
100 and 1,000 and million wherever we are at. Oh wow, that was fun.
It was.
How are you doing so well when so many leaders are struggling actually?
The culture of the company is so important. If you don't have a culture that embraces change, if your people are worried about change, if they resist change, may God be with you types. And it helps that we've set up artificial intelligence a little differently in the company, right? Because a lot of people, when they started to get on the AI journey,
Yeah.
there was a lot of experimentation, a lot of piloting. I think that's a big mistake. When we started the journey, there was a lot of that thought, let's just do it in this area as a very specialized thing. I said, no, we're not going to do AI that way. Tried AI.
Yeah.
We always wired it as something that would be
Inherent.
in the company. It's very, very important that you don't do this try and buy thing for things that are going to change the way you work.
Try and buy. There are these things that I've learned from KK, which I have to tell you all are fairly fascinating. Another thing that I've learned is the 10xer. So can you please tell the world what that means? And how do you find a human who's that?
Look, I think about a 10xer as somebody with in a very simple manner, the right type of mindset to be able to make the most out of the power of artificial intelligence. Most engineers start with the what and the how. Let's say there is something that needs to be built. Very quickly, you try and figure out the best way to build it.
Yeah.
But have you ever asked the question, does it even need to be built? Why do you want to build it? Why?
And so most 10xers actually close down more projects than they start. Because like, you don't need to do this. Then the second mindset is sort of what I call leverage thinking. Leverage thinking means anything that needs to be done, if it's going to take 100 hours to do it, as an industry, we've been wired to see if we can take 30% off and 40% off of that. Can we, instead of doing it in 100 hours, can I do it in 50 hours, 60 hours, 70 hours? Why can't we think 10 hours? Why can't we think 5 hours? That is where you maximize on the power of what you have in front. You're not just trying to do something to keep somebody else happy. You're actually trying to get the most out of it. So that's number two.
Number 2, yeah.
Number 3 is taste and judgment. 10xers have incredible taste and judgment. So what that means is they know not to over-engineer something. They know that you shouldn't build too much of something.
Fair enough.
Right? And so that I think is trait number 3. And trait number 4 is mentorship. Most 10xers, when they go into a project, when they leave the project, they leave the people in a better place than he or she found them, right? These 4 to me are at the core of every 10xer.
That's so much fun. I mean, it's easier for us humans. You know, I don't know why we're rejecting the idea of AI while we're heavily depending on it doing so many things for us.
There is a deep problem, man.
Yeah.
That is a deep problem. So I have been doing a lot of developer sessions. And the deep problem is what I call pride of ownership. Every developer, the thing that he or she prides the most is the code they write.
Yeah.
That is your baby. Like there was a developer that told me this and it stuck in my head. He says, KK, I feel like a visitor to my own code.
Because he's always constantly out looking at...
The AI is building it.
Ah.
So he's saying, I feel like a visitor to my own code. And you know, it is so profound when you think about that, right?
Yeah.
Like, so what is the pride of ownership here? So now we have to shift the pride of ownership from the code to the agent that you built. You built that agent.
Okay.
Right? That agent is doing an incredible job. That's yours. You built that agent. So find your pride in that. I genuinely think this is something that in the industry you need to tackle.
Fun. Where are we headed next?
A very nice part of New York City. You know, I think you can sort of truly get the sense of food and culture, great pizzas.
Yes, great pizza.
One pepperoni, and then I'll get one margarita. The trick to a good pizza, how do you know a pizza is a good pizza?
Go ahead, tell us.
So first, you press the crust and see if the crust comes back. That's number 1. Number 2 is when you pick it up, it flops a bit. That's not very good. So Dave Portnoy would basically dock a point for that, but it should actually stay absolutely straight.
All right.
And then the second is when you look below, as you can see right below that, you see the spots, the black spots.
Yeah.
That's very important.
Like a
3
cheetah.
basic things.
That's it.
Two pizza.
Go ahead. Let me see if mine passes the test. So first is the okay, perfect. The crust is good.
Up.
Oh.
Not bad, slightly floppy. It's alright.
And the third one is
spots.
we go for it.
Spots. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. A good New York pizza is perfect amount of cheese, perfect amount of tomato sauce. Doesn't feel too heavy.
Where are we headed now?
We're going to experience New York City very differently now. We're going to experience it from the sky.
Wait, what?
Yes.
For the first time on Mashable Mornings, we are literally ascending with the Ascendion CEO.
Let's go. Hopefully this is as much fun as skydiving, which I've done, by the way. It's
Oh, really?
incredible. Oh, yes, massive.
So is this how you reward your best of employees also?
Take them up in a helicopter.
Who knows? We were tired of filming inside a car, so we ascended into a heli.
Yeah, decided to see New York in a new way.
Welcome to another episode of Mashable Mornings. That's Karthik Krishnamurthy, CEO and co-founder Ascendion. We are ready to go, pilot.
Oh, 100%. Let's rock.
So done Pizza in New York. We started all the way in New Jersey. This is a Mashable Mornings that's been filmed in the middle of the ocean right now. We are on top of the Hudson. Should we switch to Chennai?
Why not? Let's go to Chennai.
Let's go to Chennai. 3, 2, 1. In the bylanes of Chennai, KK, welcome to Mashable Mornings because we are in the continuation from the New Jersey bit.
Absolutely.
But we are in Chennai.
Yes.
What is happening? This is the first time we've
It's a
done something
happening
like
place,
this.
my friend. I was born in Mylapore. I grew up here. Went to school not very far from here. So these are all streets that I've inhabited, done great things and ghastly things.
Of course. I mean, haven't we all? So tell me this. You're saying AI can be built from anywhere. So then why do you need a physical space?
Very important question. In fact, when we started the company, we started it right in the middle of the pandemic. So we were completely remote.
You're COVID babies.
COVID, absolutely. In the war that we've chosen to fight every day, which is help organizations really drive progress through Agentic AI transformation, it's important that you trust the person that you're walking into battle with. And that's why we thought these spaces were very important, where people meet, they smile, they get to know each other as people. And so we've created all these AI labs where people can ideate and brainstorm in a safe space, in a massively safe space.
So you all are basically a very large B2B kind of a setup, right? Yeah. How do you then translate this to your other enterprise folks to make them understand, let's say, I want to get to a number on EBITDA, or I want to move to this point. So how are you communicating this same strategy to them?
The way you actually communicate your AI strategy is you start with the outcomes. It's something that I see in the industry that's happening a lot, which I think needs to change, which is people are starting with the technology. They're getting very excited about this AI tool and that AI tool and let me buy this and let me buy that, without truly understanding what is the outcome that you want. Like too many people today think you can throw technology at the problem and the problem is solved. And the problem doesn't get solved and everybody blames the technology. What we tell people, what we tell enterprises is that, listen, understand what your outcomes are. And then for that outcome that you have to achieve, there is a certain operating model. How should you operate every day?
Yeah.
And in that operating model, what should be your agentic strategy?
Nice. We are in Chennai after all. You grew up here. Can you take me to a proper Chennai tiffin center?
We are going to a place called Rayer's Mess.
Okay.
It's a 100-year-old, beautiful hole-in-the-wall joint where the chef sits right in front of you and you eat what he makes.
Oh, wow. So, cheers. Water.
You do this.
All right.
And then you clean.
You clean the banana leaf.
Clean the banana leaf. I don't know how much this matters, but
it's a thing that you do.
it's a thing you do. It's the thing you do.
All right, folks. What are we getting? Idli?
We're getting whatever they made.
Everything. Oh, so you don't decide?
You don't order.
Oh, they give.
Yeah, because the cook's right there, and then he just cooks and he makes it and you eat it.
I have just now gone to heaven and come back.
We can go back there if you want.
If in entertainment we ever had AI come in and not go rogue on us, then we'd all be like, oh, love it, and it's awesome, it's crazy good.
At the same time, every movie is made with AI.
Yeah.
You can't make a movie without AI today.
Even the medical sector has always had AI, right?
Yeah. We've been building our end-to-end software process acceleration platform, right, that we call AVA.
Okay.
We started that 6 years back and it's taken 3 or 4 avatars already. And so what the platform is the physical version of that new process. So we have designed that new process of something where humans and agents live together, something that's moving more and more towards autonomous engineering. We have instantiated that on a platform. So if somebody says, I really, really like that process that you put together, how can I get that process in my company? We say, okay, let's bring my platform in.
So AVA is the plug and play.
AVA is the platform, yeah. So we call that whole method of ours engineering to the power of AI.
So are you saying that you all are AI natives inside out?
Yeah. You know, that's sort of how we think about ourselves. And, you know, we chose those words very carefully. A lot of people use this word AI first now.
Yeah.
Because it's cool. Suddenly AI has become cool and a lot of these companies are walking around saying that AI first. We were doing AI when it was not cool to do AI, right? I'll give you an example. So when I joined this world and I came into the company that I was in, I wrote a machine learning algorithm.
Okay.
An ML algorithm, an AI algorithm. and I put it in the middle of my financial processes, inside my finance. And so as the business came in,
Okay.
the algorithm automatically classified based on certain definitions, so that it wasn't a human arbitrarily deciding which one is digital and which one is not. That is AI native thinking, where again, for a problem statement, you think about how to use AI to solve the problem. And so I'd like to think that in our company, which is the journey that we're on, we're not worried about the why or the what. The why is already sorted out. The what is already sorted out, just the how.
Because your pipeline is already taken care of.
Yeah.
And that's very, very important for us. In fact, we are also quite passionate about the type of people that join the organization, because a lot of this is, AI is all about mindset.
Yeah.
We don't have the right mindset. So in fact, my talent acquisition team looks for people with the right AI mindset. We have a mechanism through which we interview and we select, and that's the first gate that people have to cross. We call it AIQ.
Like IQ
IQ, but it's
or
an AI.
EQ, AIQ. What was the most interesting email you've shot across and gotten interesting responses?
I was on a town hall with the entire company and I said, listen, I'm sure you're thinking that, your CEO is sitting somewhere in a room and barking out all these orders, but I want you to know that I'm in the fight with you. So I said, why don't I start this AI Leadership Award, AI Champion Award we called it, where we recognized people that were true champions of artificial intelligence in Agentic. And we will give you an award, but the way that we will constitute the award is that the cash prize for that will come out of my salary. It didn't come out of the company's EBITDA.
Crazy. Then,
Fortunately, what happened was, in the last quarter, the nominations went up.
of course.
So I was like, okay, what do I do now? So then what I did was I just wrote a note to my team and said, guys, listen, our guys love the award. What do you say, rather than just being a CEO award, we'll make it an Ascendion Leadership Award. Within 20 minutes, 9 people wrote back and said, yes, KK, well, let me put my money in it. So that thing now became a lot bigger.
Your leadership is just as crazy as you are.
Oh, yeah.
But people who won, please let me know what that did for you, because I think that's extremely motivating, boss. That changes the game completely.
We have this thing called the Employee Appreciation Week,
Okay.
where for that 1 week, all of the leaders in the company travel to where our employees are just to say thank you.
Y'all are just making me giving me a different world of tech and engineering that I've never heard before.
Lead with the heart, my friend.
This is a great learning for our other industries. I didn't know that y'all suddenly got very empathetic.
Actually, it's actually one of my values, deeply empathetic.
What about, we started in New York, headed to New Jersey. Now we're waltzing into Futura Tech Park in Chennai. This is a one-of-a-kind Mashable Mornings episode, folks. So please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. This is a fairly open office. It's not very corporate.
No, we wanted it like that. We wanted it to be open. We wanted it to be bright. We wanted it to be something that people would want to come to, right? Because, we had to get people excited about wanting to come into the office, especially post-pandemic. So it cannot be a place where joy comes to die.
Correct. I have to ask you, there's a huge hue and cry about how AI is not for good. How do you balance that? Do you do conscious things to make AI for good?
AI can be good or bad based on the intention of the person using it. If you actually think about it as something that can lift people, it can achieve incredible things. And my journey with artificial intelligence, my emotional journey, started actually in 2015. Back in the US, in 2015, that was a massive problem. We had this thing called the opioid crisis. And what that was is people would take pain medication. Pain medication will feel them so good that they will go in for refills and get addicted to it.
Damn.
And that's what started to happen because of that. We decided to write an AI algorithm. And through that algorithm, we were able to identify patients based on how they were starting to buy the medication and figure out if they were falling into drug-seeking behaviors. It saved the lives of 85,000 people because the hospital was able to do proactive interventions into their lives, right? And stop them from becoming drug addicts.
I mean, if we're talking AI and not talking patterns in the content piece, then are we even talking AI?
Exactly.
So tell me this, every kid watching this, how should they prep themselves for the next 5 to 10 years? What are the kind of skills they should develop to get to becoming a 10Xer or to get to being AI native?
The value of artificial intelligence isn't where you apply it. So if you're, when you're studying medicine, you're studying all of these things, these industries are still incredibly relevant.
Yeah.
But what you have to do is you have to study artificial intelligence implications in these industries. How can you make these industries better through the application of AI? Applied AI is an area that we think is incredibly important for people.
Superb stuff.